And welcome here to Racecourse Ground, where we have Wales hosting the Irish. It looks like a wonderful night down here, local ground, and joining me mic'd up on the field is captain of the Wales side, Jordan Lewis. Jordan, how is the ground out there tonight?
Oh, it's absolutely electric out here tonight, Mac. Absolutely electric. You can probably hear I've got a bit of a croak in the voice. It's just from all the signings, all the photograph opportunities that we've been doing for the local clubs around here. We're expecting a good crowd. It looks pretty full on from when we've come in. We're expecting the Irish to put up a fight.
Yep, it's always lovely to see international footy played at some of these smaller stadiums. And Wales, well, the Welsh, you guys didn't do too badly at the last internationals we had, Jordan.
No, we did a lot better than I think most people thought. You know, our club, we always had belief in our players and a belief in our nation. But to be able to get the chocolates like that against such stacked opposition was amazing, and we're hoping to do just as well this season.
As the home side kicks off first, and we've got a wonderful run from Shackelford to start off things tonight. Looking at the Irish side, we've got some big names floating around out there, none other than Nathan O'Donnell floating around there in the number 1 jersey. Looking at the Irish side tonight, Jordan, who out there is going to cause you the most concern, do you think?
Well, to be honest, that whole team is pretty full on. We've been scouting them, obviously. They are missing quite a few players due to Origin, same as we are. Of course, Jack Cahill, I'm sure he would have been loving to come out here and try and put one out on us. But again, we're just going to hit him up, hit him hard, and try and take him on as much as we can.
And a good set there from the Irish Hounds. Ooh, not a good end to that set though, kicking it straight into the face of Thompson there. Thompson somehow picking that up, even though he has. And we have Wales with the first touch of the ball. Bennett playing it there for the first. Good field position here. Jordan, what are you aiming for tonight from your game plan?
Well, our game plan has always been the same as it was last season as well. Defense, defense, defense. This Irish attack, they're one of the best out there. They always have been. If we can lock them down as soon as possible, then it just means that we're halfway to victory right there.
And again, a bit of a star-studded lineup out there for Wales tonight, and as the game progresses, I'll highlight a couple of players here and there. As a solid set there for Wales for their first hit up of the night, and Freeburn comes on back up the field. It is 4 minutes into the game, and already the Wolfhounds are dancing up the field with O'Donnell there, already into the Wales half. Second tackle just over the 50. Coming across to Harris. Good ball to Shackelford. Shackelford moving up over the 40. Third tackle. Continuing this way. Back on the inside to O'Donnell. Gets around one again. Getting up. Ooh, lovely offload but pushed back. Fourth tackle. Wales defence here is determined to keep the Wolfhounds out. They get 15 metres out, fifth tackle, 5 minutes into this game. Already it is a lightning effort here.
That's it. Oh, Bennett's beautiful run there. Oh, get on it, son. Get on it.
Yep, the teacher working his way back over the 40, and Mitch Riles filling in for the number 1 tonight is flawed in his first run of the game. Wally Allen cops another one himself. These Wolfhounds are here and they are muscling up. Bennett doing what he can to get up over the 30, over the 40. 35 out, fourth tackle. Wales, they are rescuing a set that has involved more shoulders than anything else tonight as Crimp dances down the sideline, gets just shy of the 10 metre, fifth tackle, 6.5 minutes. Lewis puts it high, puts it on a dime. Mitch Riles comes down with it, but the Wolfhounds circle around, and a good end of the set for something that looked to start a bit dicey there, Jordan.
Well, of course, that's always our way. We are very gritty in terms of our attack. Our Mitch Riles, of course, he is filling in for our Riley Flynn there. But I think he's been doing very well under an immense amount of pressure.
As the Wolfhounds are up over the 30, or just shy of the 30, I should say. Christie bumps off one, offloads it straight to Mobsy, and Mobsy, filling in for the 12 tonight, is up over the 30. This is the best field position in the start of a set that the that Wales has had all night, and they've still got 4 tackles to work with here, Jordan.
That's it. Well, this is exactly what we were hoping. We put on the pressure on them early, and here we are again. Now, as much as I would like to give Ireland some credit, let's not get them associated with us too much. They're not that great, as we can see. Oh, there we go.
And a wonderful try there from Sharks winger Michael Crimp, starring here as a winger for Wales. Was he playing their last internationals, Jordan?
Yes, Crimp was one of our starting wingers there. Of course, on the other side, we did have Jacob Morrison, who is again taken to Origin duties for the slightly less better version of Wales there. We do have Cody Ogg filling in for him over there on the other side.
And really a perfect start tonight for Wales. There's not been really many errors at all from the Wales game plan, and that was that was a bit of an unfortunate kick there.
Oh, Mitch, look, mate, you just got to get back onto it, but it's a good attempt, lad, good attempt.
As the Wolfhounds lining up to kick off as we're just about to hit 10 minutes. Some other Wolfhounds that I'd like to highlight tonight. As has been said, a lot of big names have been called up for duties in Origin. A couple of boys playing tonight for Ireland for the first time. Some of them off the bench. We've got the likes of Preston Beats and Liam Evans, both Raiders stallions, probably hoping to put some dents in the line tonight, as well as the likes of Bradley Callahan, who isn't his first time playing here for the Wolfhounds, but is definitely going to be working that number 7 jersey. As Wales are up over the 50, third tackle. Great set so far after points. Blindside raid. Cody Ogg shrugs off one, cannot get around that muscly defence there. Fourth tackle. Bolt off to O'Hare. Punch right up through the middle. Fifth tackle, 60 metres gain. Held in tackle, that is a coach killer, but Jordan, he's opted to take the 2.
Yes, and that was what we told Mitch. If you can get it in, get it in. This is what we want. We want points on the board early, and Ireland, they've just given that one up on a platter. Give it again, ref. They've been doing it all night.
And here we go, just shy of 12 minutes in, 6-0. The Welsh, they are screaming and cheering their international boys down there.
Exactly right, exactly right. Never count out the passion of a Welshman, particularly when it comes to our nation. We always love to give it our best.
Callahan kicking off again. A solid defensive attempt there for Ireland, but you can tell that they are definitely feeling the pressure here under all these Welsh glares, Jordan.
Exactly, and again, it's a pressure cooker, it's a cauldron. There's a reason we like to take teams out to Racecourse Wrexham, as you well know, when Great Britain came to play the European Union here all those years ago.
Oh, and that was absolutely painful to run out there in a GB jersey. The love between Great Britain and some of these Welsh boys, they might be on the same island, but there's definitely some animosity at times between those sports fans.
It's mostly the English and the Welsh, let's be honest with us. But again, we do like to have a bit of fun. We do like to have a bit of fun with the English.
As Garcia dances through the line and is forced to be brought down by O'Donnell, which will take him out of 5th tackle options. And we got a couple of wingers out there having to cover for him as Thompson boots it way down, who collects it on the bounce, Kelly does. Gets over the 10 somehow, but that is great field position there, Jordan.
Well, that's it. Again, all we need to do is just lock it in here. Bend, don't break, boys. Bend, don't break.
As Namina plays the ball. Oh, Christie, he gets at least to the 40, third tackle. Slow played the ball, blindside raid. McKay pushing up, getting to the 50. Titans enforcer doing what he can. Christie breaks through the line and gets to the 40, and 48 meters isn't a bad attacking set here from the Wolfhounds, but they need to stop those return kicks. As, of course, they kick it to Crimp, who is not who you want to kick it to, because off he goes, shut the gate. Jordan is running along behind trying to catch up to him, but Crimpy is off and under for his second.
Yes, Crimpy, get in there, lad. Oh, wonderful
Ow.
try that.
Oh, I love to see a winger run off down the sideline, but the Wolfhounds, I'm pretty sure the Irish fans are not liking what they're seeing out there from Crimp at the moment.
Well, if Ireland came into this expecting it was going to be a walk around the roses, they've come in thinking they're playing the wrong team. Wales was always going to be up here for a fight, and we've damn near taken it to them.
As Riles lines it up for his easiest kick of the night, a bit closer than his previous penalty kick, so he should slot this one over. And there we go, 16 minutes in, it is 12-0. 4 minutes off until your bench comes in. And Jordan, you were lucky enough to have Millet and Oliver coming in off the bench. Eddie Oliver coming in as number 15. Was there a bit of a utility discussion about having him come on?
Well, most of it did centre around the fact that we did have to modify our starting 13 somewhat with the origin call-ups. With him coming on, we figured it would be best for the line speed that he does provide, as well as providing some sort of level-headedness coming off the bench there. Obviously, if you can get a veteran who is happy to play that bench impact role, then that's where you'd want him.
And on the other side, Ireland, they're going to be bringing on Wilmot and Beat. So that is definitely a tasty hit up as Wally Allen gets his way up over 45 metres. Third tackle. The Welsh, they are definitely in it, and they've got the bit clamped between the teeth.
As we would expect, this is always going to be a big game. Again, Burks, pass it left, mate, pass it left.
Oh, Lewis, he grabs it, passes it on to Thompson. They get just shy of the 40. Fifth tackle, 18 minutes. Now it's the right reply for the Wolfhounds. Do they throw it out to Shannon, or do they throw it off to Kelly? They boot it down. Kelly collects it in the air this time. He doesn't let it bounce, but that Welsh defence stops him before he can get to the 20. A good attacking set there from the Welsh.
And that's exactly, again, we wanted it to be in here. And as you can see, our boys are doing the job right now. We're locking them down. We're making them feel the pressure here.
Ricky McKay gets up over the 20. One more minute and we can get some tired forwards off and on the field. Christie tries to break up through the middle but is pushed back 25 metres. Second tackle. Slow play the ball. Oh, McKay gets up over the 30. That's his second run of the set and he is pumping those legs. Slow play the ball yet again. Blindside rating up. Over under. O'Donnell is read handily. 40 metres. Can our kickers get us out of this one? Callahan boots it. Doesn't have the length or the angle. Mitch grabs it and is forced back on the 30. So a bit of a slow set there from Ireland, but they're trying as hard as they can to get up the field. Bolt, though, breaks their heart and gets up over the 40 to play it for a second.
Well, Ireland, I think you can see out there, at least from my perspective, it looks like they might have a couple of tired legs out there. Again, just from all this pressure that we're putting on them, we're hoping to wear them out early and put on the tries where we can.
Berkeley playing it just shy of the 20 there. Mobs runs up for a lovely little settler, gets to the 10. Welsh are in a wonderful position for an attacking kick here. And unfortunately, I had a little bit of technical issues. Some Welsh fans throwing some drinks up at the box, but we are back, and the Wolfhounds have a 7 tackle set to their name here.
Oh, the ref, I don't know what he was looking at. That did not look like it was caught in goal to me, but he must be trying to do something to get Ireland back into this.
As they, almost through the line, but third tackle on the 40, straight in the middle of the field. Callahan, good ball out to Namana. Gets to the 50. For a 7 tackle set, they are not going as far as the Wolfhounds would want them to. Beats back on the inside to Corcoran. Lovely offload there. It says 28 meters up there, but they definitely got further than that. As O'Donnell off to Callahan, who pumps it down. You would not be sending it to Crimp if I was the Irish. And here he goes again off 40. O'Donnell is there, but they must have something against the number 5 jersey because they just keep kicking it to Crimp tonight, Jordan.
Oh, they just want to see exactly what all these Welsh fans want to see too. Crimp on his own, flying down the league, I guess.
As we're just over the 50, third tackle. Slow play the ball, blindside raid. Thompson, lovely ball to Mellet. Mellet, for some reason, working up the sideline instead of Crimp, playing it there on the 40. Lewis, long, lovely ball out to Ollie Allen, and he is met by an impenetrable wall. Fifth tackle, 51 metres gained. Not a good attacking kick area and not a good attacking kick at all. Thompson puts it right up the back of the player in front of him.
That were unfortunate. That were unfortunate.
As Ireland look like they will have the best field position they've had almost all game. And you would think, with about 15 minutes left in this match, they would want to score before they hit the halftime break. Wales, they want to go in with a donut in Ireland's column.
Well, if wishes and nuts were candy, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, and we'd all be a little bit fatter and have a Merry Christmas. It's not happening today, though.
Oh, Mellet was in the right place at the right time, as long as you're a Welsh fan, and he somehow gets over the 50 with all the backs chasing him. Mitch Riles, just shy of the 40. Second tackle, slow play the ball. Garcia to Wally Allen. Wally Allen is pushed back yet again. The Irish trying to make up for that bit of attacking lapse there. O'Hare to Lewis. Lewis, saw a gap and is pushed back again. Fourth tackle. There, slow play the ball. Thompson, lovely ball to Riles, back in the pocket for Crimp, but Crimp is pushed back. And the Welsh, they tried valiantly, but the Irish, they're getting a little bit desperate now. They do not want the Welsh to score again, Jordan.
They don't want us to score again because we're just taking control of the game that much. As you can see, that hit was pretty big. It did take the wind out of the lungs there a little bit. We're back.
As Freeburn gets horrible ball, and Mobs is off, gets around run. Goosey's another, almost gets there. First tackle, and we are 15 minutes out. Give it to Jordan. Berkeley throws it to Mitch Riles, who almost breaks through the line. Second tackle, 10 metres out. Back over Thompson. Good ball to Berkeley. Bolt dances but can't get through. Back on the 10-metre line. Third tackle. 28 minutes into this. Berkeley, good ball to Mellet. Mellet straight up the guts, and he's over without even being touched.
Oh, Mellet, lad, well done. See, this is exactly why we had him on the 14. The man, he's got speed, he's got skill, he's able to punch holes where there are none, and he's just done that right there. Perfect try, perfect play.
And absolutely lovely ball. Like I said, over without a touch. We're about to hit 30 minutes into our match, and as long as Mitch doesn't see someone in the crowd he wants to boot the ball straight at, we're about to be 18-0 up.
This is better than we could have honestly hoped for. Now, obviously, Ireland, they're going to be smarting after this, and we're going to expect a bigger fight back from here. But to get 18-0 up this early is absolutely fantastic.
Now, 10 minutes left in the half. Looking at the rest of your side, you got Tamatu Tafa and Riley Holmes coming off the bench. Two incredibly different characters. I'm not gonna give away how they're going, or ask you to give away how they're going to feature in the game tonight. But it's good to see a mixture of old hands and young hands coming into the side tonight, Jordan.
That's it. We figured with the European champions being taken up to other duties, that we take the chance to blood in some young talents. In Wales, we've got a very, very deep well to draw from there. It's great to see two young lads getting their debut in the Welsh Red.
As Eddie gets up over the 40, third tackle. Mellet, previous try scoreless, sees a hole, gets through it, is brought down just shy of the 40. Long ball out to Berkeley, using the length of the field, but he's brought down again just on the other side of the 40. Fifth tackle, 9 minutes left. Where are we going? Are we going to Kobe, or we're going to Kobe? Kobe grabs it. Can he bust through the line? No, he cannot. The Welsh defence on those kick returns has been absolutely wonderful tonight, Jordan.
It has. Like I said, we've been training all week. We knew that their wings were going to be an issue. Kobe Kelly in particular, his form in the Storm has just been amazing. So we figured if we could lock them down, if we can take them out of the game, then that's, like I said at the start, that's half the battle right there.
Preston Beats got in the way of the ball, was able to grab it and get back up. Harris finding his way just shy of the 50. Fourth tackle, probably not going to kick it, which is a good thing, as O'Donnell takes the ball and runs 20 metres to get Ireland into not a good attacking position kick-wise, but definitely a better field position than it was. Callahan boots it over, and we got Cody Ogg stopping on a dime, getting around one and off down the sideline. Here comes O'Donnell. Oh, O'Donnell dies, but the cover defense is able to bring Cody down. And Ogg is... Oh, here we go, Berkeley. Berkeley comes through. Offload, O'Hare. Lovely ball out to Mellett. The Welsh, they are coming, and they are coming fast.
That's it. Again, our attack is just going to be on fire tonight. We've got to prove a point in front of our home faithful.
As Bolt plays the ball, 20 metres out. Wally Allen gets over the 20, takes a settler, then realises the fourth tackle, and he could have kept passing. Mellett does take a settler, but again, pushed back 15 metres. Fifth tackle. Here we go. Very slow play the ball. Thompson puts it high, a little bit deep, but the chase just wasn't on point there, and 7 tackles go the way of the Wolfhounds.
Oh, that was unfortunate there, Luke. I could see where he was coming from. Just a little too much power in those legs, I feel.
And so, lovely dart out of dummy half there from Corcoran. First tackle, 35 metres. They've got 4 minutes to get up the other end of the field and put on some points, or we are going into the halftime break 18-0. Just shy of the 50 now. Second tackle. The Wolfhounds back on the inside. O'Donnell gets around one. He's over the 30. Back on the inside to Beats. The lumbering forward. Somehow makes another 20 metres. Third tackle. This is their chance. Ireland has to score now. Callahan. Good ball out to Harris. Harris takes it up to the 10. Fourth tackle. Do they go down the blind side one more time? No, they come across. Christie. Good ball to Wilmot. Wilmot pushing forward. Put on his back. 2 metres out. Fifth tackle. Kicking is lining up. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, not the end of the set that the Wolfhounds would have wanted there, Jordan.
Well, it may not be what they wanted. It's definitely what we wanted, though. Good on us. Good on them for the pressure. But Ireland, they need to start trying to find a way to tune out this crowd. You can see them. They're turning their heads every time they get the ball. It's going to cost them.
Third tackle. 2.5 minutes left. The Welsh, they're finding it a little bit tricky to work out of their half right now as McKay pushes Oliver back over the 40. Fourth tackle. Looks like the boot is going to come into play once more, except Mobbs' big head gets in the way and saves them from possibly shanking a 40-20. As we see a couple of props come on and come off. And Berkeley kicking out of danger. Into danger, I should say, as Kelly works his way up. But again, the kick chase is phenomenal. And the Wolfhounds, unless they can make one hell of a good attacking set up the field, look like they will end the ball, if not kicking the ball off to the Wales, before the half is over.
And hopefully they do. We want to send these fans to the concession stands with one last razzle-dazzle attack from Wales.
And Riff, usually playing the second row, steps around one and gets up to the 30, playing centre tonight. Christie. Back on the inside to Wilson. Wilson gets to the 20. 20 seconds here. They're in perfect chance here for an attacking kick. The Wolfhounds are. But they throw it into Corcoran's face. Harris grabs it, runs up. Some cover defence has to stop him. And he is put on his back. We'll see after the break. And welcome back to the second half here in wonderful, breezy Wales, where we have the Welsh playing host to the Irish Wolfhounds here. 18-0 is the halftime score, with the Wolfhounds lining up to kick off. Again, joining me mic'd up out on the field tonight is Jordan Lewis. Jordan, how was that halftime Sheds talk?
It was very, very good. Our coach, obviously, was just telling us to keep doing what we're doing. We've got them on the back foot. We've got them rocking. The crowd is still pumped, obviously. Tom Jones out here doing the halftime. It's been a great party atmosphere ever since.
An almost flawless first half there from the Welsh. 13 out of 13 completions, 59% possession, and only one error out there Unfortunately, the Irish not as lucky. 5 errors marring their game, which goes a long way towards explaining what the scoreboard is doing tonight, Jordan.
It goes part way to explaining it. Honestly, with the stats that I was shown while I was in the sheds, I have a feeling that we should be up by a few more here, so the scoreboard does flatter Ireland somewhat.
As Kobe Kelly grabs the ball and is muscled down by 2 defenders here. And story of the night, the Irish fighting desperately out of their back half.
Hopefully that will be the story for the rest of the night too, lads. Come on, lock them in. Lock them in.
As Wilson pushed back to the 20, third tackle. Only making 10 meters so far. Harris, good ball off to Evans, and Evans off the bench is floored in a wonderful tackle there. Harris, good ball out to Namana, and they get 17 meters. An absolutely dominating defensive set there from the Welsh.
And again, this is what we've been training for all week. This is what we want, and here we got Cody. He's going to come running through now and get us hopefully off to a good start.
Playing it there, just shy of the 50. Ooh, line ball there to Berkeley, and he somehow catches it behind himself to get just up to the 40. Back up the guts again. Mellett scored a lovely one straight up the guts in the first half, trying his desperate in the second half to do the same. Third tackle, 15 meters out. Where do they go? Back on the inside to Lewis. Lewis gets just shy of the 10. Fourth tackle. Coming across to Tafa off the bench. Impact 16. Fifth tackle. Where's the kickers? Thompson shoots it. And is he over? Oh, we're setting it up, but I think he might be over. We've got a lot of diving and celebrating in the background there from the Welsh. The Welsh fans are screaming at the bunker. They know what they want. The Irish fans, they've gone a bit quiet out there, Jordan.
There were a few Irish eyes out there. They're not smiling anymore. That was a brilliant try. Again, we're playing absolutely out of our skins. I can't say that enough. I can't be more proud of the boys than what I am now.
As Riles lines it up to make it 24-0. And if that is 24-0 for the Irish to come back, they will be looking at possibly a record equaling deficit to make it 24-24, record beating comeback to make it more than that. So there's still 35 minutes left in this game, so it's not impossible. I've seen lots of points accrued throughout SRL history very, very quickly, but the Welsh, they look like they are riding happy and riding proud right now.
You're exactly right there, Amac. And now it's not over till the fat lady sings, and hopefully she hasn't even started warming up the vocals yet. We've already told the lads, don't put the cue in the rack, let's put the sword to them. Let's make sure that it's a comprehensive and convincing win.
As Wally Allen, second tackle just over the 30. Playing the ball slowly, blindside raid. Crimp dancing down the sideline. He made by far the more run meters for the Welsh in the first half, 160 run meters, 4 line breaks from his 6 runs. Hoping much the same in the second. Tutafa just shy of the 50. Thompson passes it back on the inside, and Corcoran lifts his mitts up into the air, and the Wolfhounds are gifted wonderful field position here.
Well, that was an unfortunate play there again, and Luke, mate, we need to work on that, but I'm sure he'll come back. It's a rare mistake from an absolute legend of the game.
Shackford playing 30, third. Evans pushing up, getting just shy of the 20, fourth tackle. Good field position here if they want to put in a kick in a second. Harris taking a settler, getting the kickers in place, 15 meters out. Coming across to Daly. Daly dinks one in, but that was not what they needed. O'Hare scoops it up, and the Wolfhounds ruining another missed option for a 5th tackle set.
Welcome to Wrexham Justice. You may have been brought into the SRL by yours truly, but not going to take it easy on your lad.
Second tackle, Wally Allen over the 30. Thompson tries another one. Tutafa is there that time and is able to put mitts on the ball, but is pushed back 35 meters out. Riles coming across 5th tackle. They used almost the length of the field just then. O'Hare, Og, breaks one, back on the inside. And who is there but again Corcoran? That man must have hands the size of 2 left feet. So the Wolfhounds, they are back over the halfway, and Freeburn is dancing off down the sideline. No one was able to lay a hand on him, and he is over for what must be a miraculous try for the Wolfhounds.
They were lucky to get that one in, but again, this just goes to show the exact attacking prowess that we knew that this team had. Freeburn, that was a great try. Lads, we need to work on that. Let's lock them in.
Freeburn has been absolutely demolishing as a winger over at the Sea Eagles this season, the just season that has previously gone past. He recently scored a hat-trick not too long ago. So the fact that he's been able to get one up there right now is something that the Wolfhounds will be very, very glad for.
It's been a rare shiny spot in an otherwise dour game from them tonight. But again, we've already had a chat. We know what's happened there. It was a mistake, and they were lucky to be able to get on top of that.
As Riles lines it up to kick it off for only the second time tonight. 50 minutes in, 30 minutes left in this game. Here come the Irish as Namana, very slow off his feet there, but gets just up to the 15 metres mark. First tackle. Corcoran to Shackelford. Shackelford can't really get past the defensive line and plays it there on the other side of the 20. Continuing that way, Daly working his way up. They're just doing this one-up, one-hit stuff. That is not going to work if the Irish want to keep fighting back into this game, Jordan.
Well, again, I think they're trying to find holes in our defence, but if we've got the line speed there, then they're not going to find them.
Dart out a dummy half there from Corcoran. Would have possibly been a better option for a 40-20, but the Irish know what they want to do. Fifth tackle, pass it to Callahan, boot it across. Oh no, here comes Crimp again. Gets around one, can't get around the others, but that is a great return there from the Welsh. First tackle, Lewis. Oh, Lewis, what did that feel like?
Oh, someone get the number of the truck. I think I need to report that to Metropole. You're not going to get that one on me again.
O'Hare, Thompson, Allen. Allen meets the line and gets down the tram tracks just on the other side of the 40. Fourth tackle. Good ball to Lewis, to Crimp. Dancing down the sideline, wrestled back to the 20, but they should be in place for an attacking kick here. Crimp plays the ball very, very slowly there. O'Hare puts it up and puts it high and puts it deep. Taps it back. No one's there except for Thompson. Unfortunately, not what the Welsh would have wanted, but they're now forcing the Irish to fight out of their 10 for what feels like the millionth time tonight.
Well, that's the silver lining in this cloud here. If we can make them work their way up the field, tire their legs out after that break, well, again, we're going to see a litany of tries from our team, I believe.
5 minutes until we get a prop in a change. Then there are some very tired-looking defenders out there at the moment. Third tackle, 25 metres. Riff breaks through the line again. Dances around another one, gets up to the 40. He should have been centre a lot longer. He's making more impact there than he has all season as a second rower. O'Donnell, 35 metres out. Fifth tackle. Slow played the ball, but that's okay. Where do we go? Harris boots the ball this time. Off to Og. And Og gets around two. There is no one at home. No one's going to catch him. He is gone. And here we are. The fight back from the Irish is now buried. And it's about to be 30 points to 6.
Well, I told you, they got that one on us. We're not going to let them do that again. Wales, come on, Kimru and Bith.
And unfortunately, that's what happens when your fullback takes the fifth tackle option hit up. O'Donnell, he would have been there to stop that one, and he was buried up in the ruck. Just watching it happen frightfully, unfortunately.
Well, I would not say unfortunately from our position, I'll tell you that much.
As Riles puts it over for another one. Leading point scorer tonight by a margin, and probably hoping for his own. He scored his first try in our lost round, unfortunately, but you never know. Tonight might be Mitch Riles' scoring night. As Callahan 57 minutes into the game, 3 minutes till the props come off. The Irish, they look a little bit downhearted, a little bit broken, a little bit defeated, but they're still out there and there are still points left to be found, I feel, in this game, Jordan.
There is definitely, hopefully from the team in red more than the team in the orange, but I know what it's like to be on the other end of this kind of a score line. Ireland, honestly, they've got nothing to be ashamed of. They've really given it their all, and we appreciate the fact that they're still showing up to fight this. It's still not over yet.
As Thompson, third tackle, just shy of the 40. Going down the blind again. No, back on the inside, and Corcoran again, third intercept in about 20 minutes. Someone get that man a radar. Shackelford getting up to the 20. Second tackle. The Wolfhounds, they're on the attack. Callahan, Daly. Daly just taking it up. 15, holding the ball. Do they keep going that way? Yes, they do. Blindside. O'Driscoll almost gets around. Pushed back 10 metres out. Fourth tackle. 2 left in the set. Callahan, good ball to Namina for a settler. 4 metres out. Where are the kickers? They're angling up behind the ruck. Harris boots it, but Wilson just can't get over. Unfortunate there, but the right idea from the Wolfhounds. The defence of the Welsh that is just unable to be penetrated tonight.
Well, it's what we've been training for, as I've been saying it over and over again tonight. But our policy was always going to be bend, don't break. Don't be a rigid defensive line, be somewhat fluid. If they have to make a move, they have to make a move. But as long as that line does not break and holds, that's all we need.
And unfortunately, the Irish, all they're trying is to break it up down through the middle. They've had their best luck going up the edges, as we saw earlier with the Freeburn attack. But Thompson, 40-20 attempt, doesn't really care about the angle. He's just caring about booting it up down the field. And O'Donnell cops one. 61 minutes in, fighting out of their 10-metre line. Yet again, the Welsh, they are just punishing the Irish here.
We've been playing very well, I will say that. Obviously, our defensive lines have just been holding strong, and that's what's been winning the game for us, I feel.
Christie's up over the 30, fourth tackle. Do they kick it? No, they don't. They're just running it. Evans taking it to the 40. Now it's fifth tackle time. Where's Callahan? Where's Harris? It's a slow play the ball, and Harris boots it. It probably could have got there if there was no one returning it. And Crimp... Crimp has just been an absolute terror, and I feel so very sorry for those Irish defenders over there.
Well, maybe they should stop kicking it to him then at this point.
As Tutafa plays the ball. Tom Allen pushing up, getting to the 40. Third tackle. We're about to have Jordan coming off, and he can come up and join me in this box, unless he wants to stay down on the sideline and tackle his own boys when the game's over. Riles dances around one and gets up to the 20. Good attacking position here. Again, he takes a while to play the ball. Here we go. Thompson puts boot to ball. It almost comes off. But O'Hare, he is tackled, and the Irish, 10 metres out, are forced again, like a broken record, fighting out of their half. First tackle just shy of the 20.
Well, that was an excellent play, almost paid off there as Daly burst through our line. That's the first time that's really happened tonight. But again, that's play almost paid off, and I would love to say it was a great play by the boys.
Yep. A wandering hand getting in the way, and we've got first tackle here from the Irish. Harris, good ball to O'Donnell, gets around one, can't get around the other one, desperately riding him down to the ground. Second tackle. Evans, lovely offload to McKay. McKay back on the field, finally pushing it up. 65 minutes, we have got our first lock interchanges. O'Donnell dances around two, tries to duke around the fullback, but Rich Riles has none of that. 10 metres out. Long side. Lovely ball to Callahan. Knock on. Lovely ball. Just way too many Irish getting in the way. A bit of desperation happening out there. And Lewis, probably for his last run before he comes off the field, gets his team up to the 30.
Well, hoped that I could at least get the lads in a good position there. Yep, here I come off the field now. But it's been a great game from them all night, and I'm just so proud of the boys.
As we're getting over the 50 now with Wally Allen, 45 metres from the try line. They need a good run here if they want to get in attacking kick position. But no, they can't do that. They're going to be forced to kick it down, and either Kelly or, from the looks of things, but no, they kick it right into Harris, which is probably something that's worked well here for the Welsh, because kicking it to Freeburn, there is always a danger there of letting in another one of those tries.
Well, thankfully, with that kick, I believe we caught Harris off guard there. He just caught flat-footed.
As Evans works his way up to the 40, third tackle. Over Harris, Callahan, good ball to O'Donnell, but he is met strong. Push back to the 40, fourth tackle. 10 minutes left in the game. Numina sees it line, gets through it, lumbers up the field. He is looking exhausted. Fifth tackle, over the 20. Slow play the ball here from Wilson. Here comes Harris. Harris puts it high. It's a bit deep, and Crimp wears a shoulder, but not before he's picked up the ball. 7 tackle set for the Welsh.
That was a great catch by Crimp there, and now it's just our duty to keep punching it up the line there, and hopefully set him up with another try before this game's finished.
First tackle, Mobs is over the 30. Good attacking set down the blind side to get up over the 40. Second tackle, making some good meters off this run. Punch wasn't intending to receive the ball, but doesn't spill his lollies here. Third tackle, bit of a stop there, slowing down in the play. Lewis still out on the field. Up, 45 meters. Fourth tackle. Here we go. Ollie Allen. Oh, sees half a gap. 35 meters out. Can't get up into attacking position, but cheeky little punt over here to Freeburn, and some good pressure here. Should see. Nope. There we go. Mitch Riles is able to pull him down, but the Wolfhounds are not working out of their 10. They've got a little bit more field position here they can work with. Not a lot of time to put some more points on the board, though.
That's it. We're just a matter of wearing out the clock now, but again, we're not putting in the queue in the rack. We've got to fight here. We've got to make sure that they know that this is our ground.
As Kelly is monstered to the ground there by 2 Welsh defenders. Third tackle. Coming across, they had the entire field to work with, but Callahan just holds on to the ball. Back down the blind side, back on the inside. O'Donnell gets around 1, can't get around a second. The Irish, they've got plenty of people who can attack. They just can't get around some of these defenders. Callahan puts it high, drops it on the 10. Garcia comes down with the ball, and now it's the Welsh who have to fight out of their 10. So I don't think they're going to be worried too much with the scoreline the way it is, but the Irish, it definitely feels like they want one more before they go home across the ditch tonight.
Well, I can understand that very well. When you're down at this point, you still want to take home a piece of pride. I believe that's what they'll be trying to do right now.
As we've got about, maths isn't really my forte, but just over 6 minutes left in the game. Bennett coming across, 45 minutes out. Fifth tackle, not a very expansive attacking set there from the Welsh, but considering how they've gone tonight, you can definitely understand how tired some of those boys must be. Kelly, though, he hasn't been able to get anywhere. That was a well-chased kick there to stop him getting past his 20.
Well, again, our boys might be tired, but you can hear the Welsh lads singing in the stands. They're standing up there, playing the anthem already. We want to do our people proud here tonight, and they're obviously feeding our attack.
Harris, good ball out to Christie, and Christie wears another one. The Welsh shoulders out there must be tired. Callahan boots it. The angle is probably okay. Distance, unfortunately, just wasn't. A good kick there from the Irish nonetheless, and the Welsh on the 30, less than 5 minutes to go. Can they have another punch up to the 40? Second tackle.
This is where exactly what we were saying. The game's over. It will not over yet, I should say. That's what I meant. We're going to be making sure that we're still playing this game. There's still a great opposition in Ireland here.
As Punch working up the forwards, they have been tireless out there tonight, and considering some of the forwards they've been up against in the likes of Wilson and Shackelford and McKay, Punch and Mobs and Wally Allen, some big names out there, and they have been effortless in their attack tonight. Although, as much as we say 30-6, the attack has been good out there. I don't want to belabor the fact at all, but it's definitely been that forward defence, those endless tackles there from the Welsh forwards, which has made the Welsh come out on top tonight, Jordan.
That's absolutely it. Like I said from the outset, this has been the game plan. If we can neuter the Irish attack, and they are very great out on the wide wing there. If we can neuter their attack, then obviously we were going to be in for a good night, and I believe we have done that tonight.
Fifth tackle, less than 2 minutes to go. Callaghan boots it as best he can. Riles grabs it. He wants a try, but he is unable to get around that Irish line, and this is probably going to be the last set of the night for the Welsh.
I believe so. We're going to make every play that we can for it.
And here we go. We're over the 50. Second tackle. Lewis, good ball to O'Hare. O'Hare push back 45 metres out. Now, looking forward to the next game. It looks like you're up against the English next week, Jordan. Considering how you've gone tonight, you're probably not going to change much, but when it's up against England, there's definitely a whole other challenge that you guys have got to prepare for.
Well, yes. Obviously, I did say that Wales and Ireland, it's a good fixture, but Wales-England is always going to be the big rivalry for us. Kelly, no.
And there it is, on the bell. Kobe Kelly does what he can to at least make the deficit a little bit less daunting, and the Irish score on the stroke of 80.
Well, we had to send the Irish home with at least something. They've come a long way.
So we'll wait for Callaghan to dot this across to make it 30 points to 12. On the other side of the ledger, it looks like Ireland are up against New Zealand. So out of the Welsh fire and into the Maori cooking pot, from the sounds of things.
Yes, definitely for that. New Zealand are probably one of the premier oppositions that anyone can come across. As you hear, Land of Our Fathers coming across the speakers. Oh, the Welsh lads, they love it. But New Zealand, they are going to be a quality opposition for Ireland there as well, and I believe they would have been watching this with some level of intrigue.
So here we go, 30 points to 12. Looking at our column, a perfect completion set from the first half. Welsh, unfortunately, weren't able to continue that. 24 from 27, but absolutely dwarfing Ireland. Well, the Welsh, they completed 24. The Irish, they only had 24. So considering what the scoreline is tonight and the time in possession, I think there's some points still left out on the field there, Jordan.
Most certainly there is. I did say at the start of this half that I do believe the scoreboard has somewhat flattered Ireland in that we may have been scoring a bit more. But you could hear it, you could even see it. The Irish were just overwhelmed by the passion of the Welsh fans here, and it's always what makes Wrexham Ground such a cauldron in the
UK. Again, four errors to 7 errors, 173 tackles to 193 tackles. It felt like the Irish were tackling a lot more out there than the Welsh, but apparently not, as missed tackles are about the same, line breaks roughly about the same, as we go across to some individual stats here from the Welsh. And of course, Michael Crimp up the top, 223 run meters, 7 line breaks for his 12 runs, a kick to his name and 2 tries. Easily the MVP of the game tonight.
Without a doubt. Crimp has been just the crown in our jewel in our crown for our Welsh attack tonight. And 223 running meters from 12 runs. That is just phenomenal pace.
And well, it would be easier to list the people who didn't make 100 meters tonight, as we've got Olga, Hare, half the forward pack, all making plus 100s. What is really impressive, of course, is also the tackles. 28 from O'Hare, 18 from Mellett, 19 there from Jordan yourself, with 3 tackle breaks and a line break all of your own there. So a good hit out from the Welsh captain tonight.
I do my best. I do my best. You know, we've always got to send the fans home happy, and I really hope that we've done that tonight.
As we move across to look at the Irish team, and Corcoran tried his best to pull his team forward, taking as many over intercepts as he possibly could, and well, 26 tackles, 2 tackle breaks, 1 line break, a penalty to his name, unfortunately, but leading from the front straight up the middle, did what he could for Ireland.
He did, Patrick. He was the person that we were watching most on the field. If you took your eyes off him for a second, he was out and away. I do also want to give, obviously, mention to Shannon Freeburn and Kobe Kelly. They were the two that we were most concerned about coming into this, and they, even in this kind of outfit, this losing effort, I should say, they still showed up. 187 run meters is amazing. Obviously, 131 there as well. I can't fault them at all.
And Nathan O'Donnell tried his hardest up the back, but when you're making 13 tackles, even if you do have 174 run meters and 7 line breaks, yeah, you do what you can, but you just can't break through that line sometimes. So a good hit out for our internationals. Wales coming away with some excellent form against Ireland. Again, if you didn't hear earlier, looking forward to next week. The Welsh, they're up against the Brits, and the Irish, they're up against the Kiwis. So make sure you are staying tuned. Following our match, we have a lovely hit out from. Just give me a second. After this, our next game should be the Mediterranean versus the Scots. So keep your eyes glued to SRL TV. I've been AMAC, joined here with me tonight by Jordan Lewis. We'll see you next time.